That's Jackie and Jade Kawamoto. They are twins originally from Hawaii, both working for the NCAA now, based in Indianapolis. Not necessarily a hotbed for pros, but still somehow find a way to achieve peak performance. Both players made it to the PPA finals this weekend in San Clemente. Jackie couldn't play, though, because of an event, and we are underway with first serve.
And Michelle, I've spent a good bit of my commentary career praising the accolades of Ben Johns.
1-0.
His 3 teammates from the Chicago Slice in the previous match stepped up absolutely huge. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Just long for Jade, and to your point, it was the ladies that were clutch for Chicago against Miami. What else did you see?
1-1.
Right after this point. Nice play from Jessie Irvin, and look right here, we have Lacey Schneemann on the left here. They wanted to grind out cross-court Irvin to Tyra Black in the previous match. Now they have adjusted their court positioning to get another favorable matchup. Really love to see the strategic minds and play of these players.
The Kawamoto's doing such a nice job pulling Schneemann and Irvin off the kitchen with the lob to start.
Yeah, great play, and that is actually a very big part of Jackie Kawamoto's game, and she doesn't just lob it, she lobs it with topspin as well.
It's hard to read, too.
Side out, point 3.
And you mentioned the side change for Chicago. Why might this be the advantage for Chicago in the way they see the game after this serve?
Yeah, you're not going to grind out a Kawamoto. So that was the previous strategy, so this is different. So this could be Schneemann on the left to be more offensive with the forehand in the middle, or a specific Kawamoto that either Irvin or Schneemann likes to be paired up straight ahead in that up-the-line battle, which is often where we see the initial speed-ups and the counterattacks.
5-2.
Wow, what a defensive scramble several contacts ago from Schneemann, who paid off the point.
That's right. It's always nice in the heart of the point to make a get like that and then have it on your paddle to finish as well.
6-2.
Yeah, just missed wide. And just a little touch on earlier, it was cooler. So the sun wasn't fully on the court. It was cooler, so that kind of leads to a few more errors and some less extended rallies. Let's see if now full sun on the court with the ball and a few degrees hotter in these afternoon conditions, if possibly some of these points become more extended. And I think we've seen that early on, but my goodness, Chicago Slice just firing on all cylinders, balancing their defense and their offense so well right now.
Yeah, what a start for Chicago on top by 6. And I like the point that you made a moment ago about the Chicago Slice. Typically, it is Ben Johns carrying his team wherever he wants them to go, but you were exactly right, Adam. I think today it was his teammates that carried him to this point in the championship.
Yeah, I mean, obviously deserves all the accolades, best player in the sport, but you have to mention it when, even though they lost men's, Eric Lang played very well, and then, of course, in the female gender in both mixed, his partner and Eric Lang's partner just played great. So kudos to them, and it's really nice in this team sports format where you just don't always have to do it on your own. You can get picked up by your teammates, and that just makes it just another wrinkle why I really, really love this team format.
These two teams matched up in group play back in MLP Atlanta. Chicago actually took down DC in a Dream Breaker, 3-2. One of the only Dream Breakers that Chicago has won. You could argue both teams are not necessarily set up for total success in a Dream Breaker other than Christian Elshon and Ben Johns, of course, on both sides, which kind of cancel each other out after the final we saw on Sunday between those two in singles.
Yeah, and it was a 21-10 Dream Breaker too. So I would say on paper, Chicago Slice one of the weaker singles teams, but 21-10, that's a dominating performance. Nice drop there at the left foot of Lacey Schneemann, unable to come up with the short hop.
Side out, .9.
Yeah, missed drive in the tape, and you can just pick up on these little things. After Jade missed that into the tape, just a little shoulder drop, like kind of wondering, like, what's going on? That's my money shot. How am I missing it right now in this moment?
Overshot by Jackie Kawamoto.
Yeah, and one of the advantages of Irvin playing in that midcourt, extra time to let those balls go out. Great eye from her. We'll label that one ambitious from Jessie after a very extended dink rally, but you can see these ladies really taking advantage of the short hop dinks. Really nice option, but very difficult to execute. So these ladies' touch and feel is on point.
DC hoping for a bit of a comeback here. Down 4 on the brink of the end change for Chicago.
That is just incredible precision from Jessie Irvin. That is not fully released on. That is a mid-paced attack with incredible deception and no chance for the Kawamoto sisters.
The Slice will take a 5-point lead at the end change. We'll take a timeout too. Chicago Slice with a 5-point lead on the Kawamotos.
All right, ladies.
Lacey Schneeman and Jessie Irvin
11-6.
playing solid so far in the twins.
Point.
Just really clean, smart play from the Slice. And
12-6.
let's not forget that DC won women's in their previous matchup 24-22.
Wow. Jackie Kawamoto was almost in trouble on that lob. Found a way to dig her way back into the point.
Yeah, great overhead from Schneeman. A few shots later, though, Kawamoto finding a nice spot at the right shoulder of Jessie Irvin. Another great overhead from Schneeman, and this time, no shot for Jackie Kawamoto.
So a quick peek at the head-to-head numbers in this matchup. Look at this, Adam. A 67% chance that the Kawamotos would win this game against Lacey and Jessie. Defying the odds are the Chicago Slice at the moment.
Side out, point 8.
One of those short hop dinks that were so precise early on. This time error for Schneeman.
13. Side out, point 14.
Jade reacting right away, thinking that ball was in, and we are going to have a challenge in real time.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It looked wide. Eagle Eye Adam says it was a little bit wide, but my look was not perfect, of course.
DC Pickleball team is challenging the out call. As the rally stands, the score is 14-8, Chicago serving.
Okay. 9-13 will look a whole lot better than 14-8 for DC. Let's have another look. This is going to be a tough way to see that far line. I need a closer view there. Let's.
Oh, that looks out.
Okay. Eagle eyes. He doesn't need a zoomed-in view.
That's it. That's it. Oh, yeah. Easy call. Come on now, baby. Let's go.
Why even replay it? Let's just have Adam call it on the spot.
But really, though, the Slice.
Can you get a direct line to the refs, please? Thank you.
I mean, they're making it to the kitchen. They're dinking consistently. Their aggression is well-timed and not frivolous. It's a really just quality game plan and clean play, like I said, from the Slice. And Kawamoto's not playing poorly, but their opponent's just not giving them really anything to work with right now in terms of offensive opportunities or loose, unforced errors.
After video review, the ball was out. DC Pickleball team will lose a video challenge and have 2 remaining. Chicago Slice still has 3 free video challenges. We'll resume play at 14-8, Slice serving.
That is Courtney Johnson, one of the amazing referees here on Major League Pickleball. And as she mentioned, each team gets 3 free challenges per side, per match. DC just lost one of them because they were incorrect. Had they been correct, they would have kept that challenge, and Chicago would have been charged with it.
9-14.
That's 3 now for Schneeman. 1 forehand dink, 1 backhand dink, and 1 forehand third shot draw.
14.
It's a weapon from Jade Kawamoto.
That's right, and that's usually what it is for the Kawamotos. It is a balance of offense and creating errors from their opponent, and that's what we've seen the last couple minutes. Back in it. Oh my.
Nope, it didn't touch the bar. That is a side out, point 15.
So I believe it hit the ground, then the bar. if it hits
15.
the bar in the air off of the let court, it is a replay.
15-11.
Tough break for DC.
Yeah, there's, to touch on the previous point, when there is a slice hit and it clips the tape, it comes back into the net, almost impossible to retrieve that shot.
Just wide for Jessie. Looking for that inside-out line shot on Jackie. Looks like it was a little bit available.
Yeah, she really likes that shot from the midcourt, and as long as she doesn't do it too frequently, she has a good bit of success with it.
Jade with a weapon of a backhand, the lefty on the right.
Yeah, that's two great cross-court finishing backhands from her in the last handful of points.
13-16.
And that did clip the tape, making it almost impossible for Jessie, but I still like the offensive vibe and decision-making from the Kawamotos, and they are right back into this with a 2-point deficit, looking to shrink it to 1.
Side out, point 17.
I mean, you can see these players, they're so good and so precise. I mean, as soon as it touches the paddle, they know whether that's a good shot or a bad shot.
Just long for Lacey. Back at a 2-point game.
Yeah, and I don't think the decision was terrible. Execution lacking a bit, but that is a good shot for Lacey, so I don't mind her going for it.
Jessie finds the middle in a scramble for the Kawamotos.
Yeah, and that's another reasonable shot for Jackie. She likes to go to that spot quite a bit with the dink from the middle of the court over to the right side of that right-handed player in front of her, but Jessie there to take it out of the air.
Side out, point 16.
Yeah, Schneemann on that counter. I think she wants another look at that one.
16-18.
One of the best shots for Jade Kawamoto, inside out forehand, whether it's power or soft, that time forcing Jessie Urban to lose her balance.
Just wide, and guess what? We're all tied up at 18 apiece. The Kawamotos pulling a comeback.
Yeah, so tough mid-firefight to pull that paddle back. Great eye from Jade.
Lacey Schneemann takes over, steps in, slams it.
A great combination from Lacey after an extended dink rally. I love the dink rallies too, when they take 5 or 6 in a row out of the air with the soft stuff. Just really soft hands and consistent play from all 4 ladies.
Wow, what a point. 19-all.
Yeah, obviously quality of the shot good to force Schneemann to go back. But maybe in the back of her mind thinking Jade might go for the Ernie. So just having that in your back pocket and showing your opponent, you can create some errors that way.
Wow, that lob was too good from Jackie Kawamoto with topspin on the baseline.
How does Lacey jump and whiff and still get the ball? That is a level of athleticism that I do not possess.
2019.
DC steals a game point here. Backhand dink gone wide. DC comes from out of nowhere to take game one on Lacey Schneemann and Jessie Irvin.
It's literally just another day at the office for the Kawamotos. Just business as usual. We're not playing great. Our opponents are playing awesome. We're just going to do our thing, creep back into this match and seal it 21-19. Just true professionals out there. Never got flustered, never got rattled, did their thing.
So out comes Ben Johns against Riley Newman. He faced Riley Newman in the men's doubles final just a day ago here at the PPA finals too. We'll see if Riley Newman can get his final revenge. We'll see. You're watching the premier level semi-final match, and Ben Johns on the right for the Chicago Sleigh squaring off against Riley Newman on the left for our upcoming men's doubles game. As for the ladies, well, how did Jade and Jackie Kawamoto pull off what seemed like an impossible comeback? We'll find out right now with Hannah Johns.
Well, you can never count the Kawamotos out of any match, able to mount an incredible comeback in that game. You guys also had a very close game back in Atlanta. I think it was 22-24. You guys won that match. You did it again here today. What works well against this team?
Obviously, they're a really good team. Jessie gets a lot of balls back, so does Lacey. She can create a lot, and I think our game plan was to just, you know, what our game plan is dink it, move it around, and kind of own the kitchen line.
Well, Jade, you guys chose as a team to start on the sunny side and finish in the shade with the sun behind you. Did that play into being a factor in this match?
Yeah, I'm not sure who chose what, but I know it's definitely affects your eyesight a little bit when it's super sunny on one side. So we have to flip back and forth between it. So hopefully it's not too much of a factor.
All right, well, you guys go up 1-0. Let's see what the boys can do. Mish?
Hannah, thanks. The Kawamotos so good defensively and offensively as well. That's been the uptick in their game, it seems like, this last year. And their ability to see the play and have instincts on when to trigger each one into gear. Now we move on to the men's doubles. Okay, so Riley Newman playing with Christian Elshon, the defending champs from Dallas, teaming up against Ben Johns and Eric Lang. What gives in this one?
Well, it's always fun, as I still believe we have 1 and 2 here, meaning Ben Johns is the best doubles player, Riley Newman the second best. And I think there's some people right on Riley's heels, some very quality, explosive, athletic players coming to the sport, and actually the partner that's going to be right next to him. But still, clear-cut 1 and 2 for me. So this is definitely the game within the game. And I would actually get a slight edge here to the DC Pickleball team in this particular matchup. That might not, a lot of players or a lot of fans might not agree with me there, but I'm sticking to it.
Okay, why might that be? What's giving you that inclination?
I think it's just the ascension of Christian Elshon.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, is Christian on the left? Looky here. Looky, there you go, right there. And Christian's on the left. This is very interesting. Riley Newman, incredibly interchangeable. He's even played right side in mixed doubles. So I like this adjustment, and here we go. Yeah, Eric Lang finding the corner pocket, but I like the initial offense from Elshon. The return really took off. Didn't have backspin, but hit the court and skidded. Awkward swing from Ben Johns. Don't see that too frequently.
It's a couple of interesting rematches. Ben Johns squared off against Christian Elshon in men's singles on Championship Sunday for the PPA this weekend. Oh. Oh my, Eric Lang. How did he get it?
I have no idea. That was one of the more athletic plays that we have seen, as Christian Elshon very fooled by this lob and still puts a good ball. Eric Lang, hands of gold. Yeah, and there we saw that a couple times in the previous match with the squeeze. One of the best shots in all of pickleball. The Riley Newman forehand from the shoulder, and he sailed a couple long, uncharacteristically.
Just missed it wide for Ben Johns. And when they matched up, Adam, in Atlanta earlier this season, Ben Johns and Eric Lang beat Riley and Christian 21-9.
Yeah, and that 21-9 MLP format, very lopsided. So shocking result there. DC looking for revenge.
Much different. Christian Elshon, as you mentioned. Wow, Eric Lang takes over on the right side.
Great put away power from Eric Lang, and a very interesting point with several smashes from the slice from the kitchen line dug out by DC. Maybe. And really, granted, Eric Lang, thunder punch from the chest, one of the best counter attackers there. But when you counter that heavily, you very much struggle to get out of the way of the ball. And Christian Alshon going full send at the body. I like it. Yeah, there's that Riley Newman pancake I was looking for, and an incredible two-shot combination from Alshon, keeping Ben Johns all the way back in the court.
An ambitious Ernie takeoff for Christian Alshon.
Yep, and yeah, you can see the athleticism, but definitely a ball that was very tough to execute that shot. Even his athleticism could not get the job done. Yeah, really nice control of the kitchen line there. Is not easy shots, but sitting up enough for Alshon to do something with them.
Alshon grabs the corner.
Yeah, nice load on the forehand. And when you look at the three players on the court that aren't Christian Alshon, we're talking close to 20 years of experience in pro pickleball, which is kind of wild. Christian, only about a year and a half, 2 years. So that's the real difference. And the player that can take those big leaps and level.
Imagine how good he will be. He's only 23 years old, just a year behind Ben Johns, who's 24, Riley Newman, 30.
Yeah, you never know when players will continue to rise and when they might plateau. And I think Alshon has a skill set to where I don't see a plateau coming very soon.
What a shot from Alshon there, rolls it in on the backhand. You were also there for the Ben Johns meteoric rise. I wonder, in your mind, how long it took him to get to the level he's at.
Great shot from Riley Newman. Yes, and Ben Johns started so early. I believe it was 17 or 18 when he really started to play that heavy pickle. He's got it all, Michelle. He really does.
He's got it all, except for right now. He trails in this one by 4. Do Riley Newman and Christian Alshon have enough to finish it off?
This coverage of Major League Pickleball is brought to you in part by Michelob ULTRA. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. And by Toyota Prius. It's ace now.
Beautiful aerial view of the Lifetime Athletic Country Club of San Clemente, and there's Ben Johns as he stares down a 4-point deficit right now to Riley Newman and Christian Elshon.
Nice hands from Riley Newman. And to touch on what I was talking about before the break, Ben, I don't really believe is like that freak athlete.
12-7.
He obviously has great hand-eye coordination, and he's a very good athlete. Incredible point and incredible shot by Ben Johns. But I think it's like I said, he has everything. It's pattern recognition, it's anticipation. It's these things that make him the best. So there's a lot of different ways to get it done out there, Michelle.
Yeah, to your point, it's like intellectual caliber. He's so incredibly smart. He sees the game one step ahead of everybody else, it seems.
Yeah, and just raw athleticism. There might be two players on the court that are higher than him, I would say, his two opponents.
Call was wide from Ben Johns.
Yeah, world-class defense from DC, though.
Another look, eagle eyes.
9-13.
Way out.
Oh my, Eric Lang. What a roll shot dink.
Unreal angle from Eric. He did that to Riley Newman as well, who has great footwork and a 6'2" frame.
Side out, point 14.
You can hear the DC fans are out today.
Side out.
Flying Ben Johns for the Ernie.
That's right, little half Ernie. Great recognition from Ben and putting the ball down at the feet of Elshon as well.
Side out, point 15.
That ball getting just outside of the strike zone of Ben Johns and sailing long.
Spots the opening in the middle. DC in a scramble.
Yeah, defense from DC, incredible. But you don't see Ben freaking out. Oh man, I can't put the ball away. They're playing great defense. It's just hit another, hit another, hit another,
right.
However many it takes. Yeah, that's twice now in the last couple points that they have been able to catch Eric Lang in the midcourt down at his feet. So tough when that happens, especially when you are a very tall player.
Side out, point 13. Thirteen, 16. Side out, point 17.
Again, forcing Eric Lang to hit up on the counter or the midcourt shot. 3 now.
17-13.
And we saw 1 point ago, when it's not down low, he does damage.
Point.
And a missed return And
Yikes.
3-point lead turns to 5.
18-13. Side out, point 14.
Just hung out for a second. Decided it was going to drop back on the DC side. Ball back over to Slice.
14-18. Side out, point 19.
And I just wish that went over just to see what would have happened. Because Alshon had committed to the Ernie, but still catching the tape. Back to 5 points.
Wow. Game point for DC.
Yeah, great offense from the middle of the court from the right side from Riley Newman.
20-14.
Christian Alshon pays it off and takes game 2, 21-14. The DC Pickleball team is 1 game away from advancing to tomorrow's final.
No dips in level whatsoever. From the start of the match to the end, DC was on it mentally and physically. Well-played match by them. They deserved a 7-point dominating performance.
Riley Newman matched up against Ben Johns in men's doubles this past weekend and dropped that one in 4 this time. He gets his revenge with Christian Alshon. We'll see how mixed doubles will shape out after the break. Riley Newman and Christian Alshon lost to Ben Johns and Eric Lang back in Atlanta, 21-9. They reversed the script here in San Clemente, taking this one over Ben Johns himself as we check in with Hannah Johns, who's with the winners.
Well, guys, you both played Ben in finals yesterday. You lost those, but you were able to come out, flip the script, and take this game. How good does that feel?
Feels good. We were long overdue to take down Ben.
Absolutely. And what were some of the tools that you got to get here?
I mean, in all honesty, I haven't played doubles in about 2 weeks or since Daytona until this morning because I didn't make it into either of the doubles for the finals. So I've just been playing singles and translates a little bit more on the left side than it does on the right.
You're looking very sharp for not having played for 2 weeks, I will say. Riley, this takes your team up 2-0. Exactly the place you wanted to be heading into mixed. What's the strategy now? You guys chose your mixed team and who to put out. What's the strategy?
Well, definitely feeling good up 2-0, but we know that we have a really tough team in Chicago, so we want to be happy and excited, but we got to stay the course, stay calm, and so me and Jade are going to start and see if we can finish it off.
All right, guys. Good luck. Mish.
Hannah, thanks. Okay, so Riley Newman and Jade Kawamoto to start in mixed doubles, trying to close it out in... This is an interesting situation here as well, because Chicago laid their team out first. Why wouldn't you put Ben Johns out there?
That's a great question. I mean, they obviously have to have both of them, but in previous situations like this, they have put Ben out in that third match to have a better chance to capture that and then kind of roll the dice with the fourth. So this is a bit surprising. No idea if it's a strategic thing or maybe some light fatigue from the last few days, but this is certainly a DC team that I believe is 1A and 1B in their mixed teams, and this is my 1A right here against the B team of the slice, so big, tall task for Schneemann and Lang against this specific opponent.
Well, Eric Lang and Lacey Schneemann did have quite the outing against Miami. Maybe they feel confident in their ability to do the same here against Riley Newman and his partner Jade Kawamoto. And we talked about the coin toss earlier. Here's where it really comes into play with mixed doubles. Whoever wins the toss gets to choose the first option that they want, really, which the biggest advantage there is obviously the one that everybody chooses, which is the reaction when it comes to this very moment in mixed doubles. So then the Chicago Slice, as I mentioned, laid their hand first, to which Riley Newman said, "Sign me up, coach, put me out there, I am ready." There's Eric Lang. A lot of improvement from him between Dallas and now. What would you say you've liked about his game so far?
Well, I like that it does take a bit of time to get used to playing with Ben, so I think he's done a better job with that in gender, and then just kind of picking his spots and being more of a presence in the middle in mixed. So gender doubles definitely his preferred variant of the game, but his mixed doubles has stepped up, and he knows that he has to be a well-rounded player in this MLP format, and kudos to him going full-time. And I just love to see the players later in their career make a leap or a step forward. You see it so much with the younger players, but not the older ones. Kudos to you, Eric Lang.
Well, we saw the script reversed before. A 75% chance for Riley Newman and Jade Kawamoto in the head-to-head. According to DUPR, Eric Lang and Lacey Schneemann, only a 25% chance in this one. However, think back to that Miami match just a moment ago. Remember, Ben dropped that men's doubles match. Lacey and Eric had to win in order to win the match, and they did.
And was it not the exact same percentages? Yeah.
It was indeed.
0-0. Point. 1-0.
Athletic play from Lacey Schneemann. That overhead is a cannon.
I love little players that are good. It's so fun. It's so fun to watch Lacey Schneemann do her thing. Such a special skill set and some explosive hops as well. There you go, Eric Lang. Use that big frame to your advantage. Nice wingspan. Got that big right paw on that last ball. Put it up the middle.
2-1.
Yeah, nice put away from Riley Newman. And I would really look for DC to just maximum pressure on Schneemann. She has someone across court from her who is an incredibly consistent dinker, and she has Riley Newman right in front of her. So that's a big squeeze for her.
Riley Newman loves that backhand just as much as the forehand.
Yeah, and what I mean by squeeze is that forces her into a tough spot. Do I attack Riley Newman, or do I try to outdink Jade? I'm not sure if either one of those is an awesome option.
4-2.
Lacey Schneeman cleaning up at the kitchen.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the opposite. That time it was Lang setting her up and her finishing. It's supposed to be the opposite in mix, but it goes both ways for sure.
Point.
All right, nice offense there. And Eric Lang starting it, and Schneeman finishing again.
4-4. Side out, point 5.
I think that's 2 drops now from Eric. Has a very quality third shot. Got to get that cleaned up. That was an incredible job by Lacey Schneeman. Up in the air, knowing Riley Newman was going to attack, and somehow got loaded up on the forehand side. Great counterattack from her.
Side out, point 6.
Sailed long. Missed a couple of drops, tried the drive, no success.
Point.
Bad luck there off the tape. But I like what's happening here from DC. They're not isolating Schneeman, but they're playing very high percentage pickleball. And when you're the 75% favorite, no need to do anything crazy or wild. Just play a rock solid game and know you have the advantage.
Side out, point 6.
Yeah, right on cue. Never fails.
The semi-final matchup, both teams looking for a shot at tomorrow's final against the Squeeze.
Point.
So much power behind Lacey Schneeman's paddle.
Yeah, and she goes from back of the court or in the transition zone to the kitchen line as quick as anyone.
7-8.
Well, misses from Jade, uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of exchanging unforced errors right now. Schneeman picking the perfect spot. As Riley Newman hasn't really been incredibly aggressive in the middle. He looks to squeeze a little bit, and Schneeman, great reply.
Side out.
And Eric Lang stepping over to his left to drive, forcing him slightly out of position.
9-9.
It's a missed first volley from Eric Lang, who was looking for the forehand in the middle, but Jade Kawamoto found his backhand.
Trigger pulled by Lacey Schneeman to tie it back up at 10.
That's right. She goes corner pocket on the previous one, and this time she just goes right at the body. Schneeman.
10-10.
What a Burt from Riley Newman.
That is an official Burt alert. Great athleticism from him as that ball just floated up enough for him to get where he needed to be.
DC back on top by 1, 11-10. They could close out this semifinal in 3. We'll find out if they will after this.
This coverage of Major League Pickleball is brought to you in part by Toyota Prius. It's Ace now. And by the Botanist Island Dry Gin, distilled with 22 wild botanicals.
Riley Newman and Jade Kawamoto still in 1-point lead at the end change. Wow, Lacey Schneeman read the attack all the way through and used it.
Yeah, loading up forehand a couple times now nicely from Schneeman.
So this was the same matchup from Atlanta, by the way. Jade and Riley matched up against Lacey, and Eric won that one 21-9. Oh, Eric Lang.
What an angle from Eric Lang.
12-11.
Woo. Schneeman with the combination a couple times now. And to get him on the backside and then clean winner up the middle. Oh, that was some pretty good deception. Almost slightly lost his balance, forcing his opponents to think there's no way he's going to speed that ball up, but he does. nice combination from Riley. Not easy to put that initial attack to the backhand of Eric Lang, but ready with the forehand for the next.
14. Side out.
Just short.
15.
DC can't get to the kitchen, and I mean, we've kind of just been chugging along,
12.
but 3-point lead from the slice as we are approaching the latter stages of this game.
What a miss for Jade Kawamoto, making it a 4-point lead for Chicago. What is going on the side of the DC Pickleball team, who are looking to run away with this one in 3 straight games? Kyle McKenzie will talk things over with his team during the break, and Ben John's team might have a chance. Well, Ben Johns knows this game a lot better than everybody, and he opted to put Lacey Schneemann and Eric Lang out first in the mixed doubles matchup. And to his point, you have to win both mixed doubles matchup to push a 5th anyway, so why not put this team out first to see if they can get it done.
Yeah, and I think it definitely, I mean, it allows them to play free, meaning Lang and Schneemann. I mean,
got nothing to lose.
That's right. And if Ben goes out there first and wins, and there's a lot of pressure on them in the 4th match here, they're just playing.
Oh my, Eric Lang packing cannons.
Yeah, and I mean, took 3 or 4, all just as powerful. This one just
17-13.
No chance for Jade.
Side out, point 14.
Who's going to step up, Michelle?
14-17.
Nice digs from Jade. Good control of the kitchen line and shots from Schneemann. Just forcing her to hit one more and kind of hooks it wide.
Wow, and a drive on the lefty. What a shot from Jade.
Yeah, so good. Eric transitioning forward and needs to be a presence in the middle. So to catch him on that back hip was a perfect spot.
Point of the day. Stingy defense from DC, and Riley Newman somehow finds the opening.
My goodness, what a point. I couldn't have said it better, Michelle. That's the point of the month or the fall or something.
Maybe the year.
Yeah, who knows? My goodness.
Wow. That's maybe the juice that DC needed to take this one in 3. Otherwise, you're looking at, for sure, a 5-game dream breaker in my mind if you drop this one when you got Ben Johns waiting in the wings. Not to take anything away from Christian Elshon and Jackie, but wow, that was a crucial momentum swinging point. So good. We have to show it twice, Adam. Six, 7 shots back, 8 shots back, 9, 10. Oh my. Eric Lang has to feel defeated after that point.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not? I mean, he gave it everything he had. And let's be clear, this isn't like a regular overhead. This is a 6'4" man with full leverage, swinging as hard as he can with a high-end tennis background. Not many people hit it harder than Eric Lang, so just incredible defense from the DC Pickleball team, and all the momentum on their side after down 14-17 and all tied up now.
Especially Jade Kawamoto on the right. She saved the point a couple of times there against Eric.
Time in.
Wow.
17-17.
See if they'll match it here.
She's on it. She is loading forehand. He's even changed his spot once or twice and gone in her left hip, and that she was on the two-hander. Just great counter-attacking from Lacey Schneemann throughout this match.
Oh, feathery touch from Riley Newman. Lang was expecting a blow-up shot. Now 18 all. Close as it gets here in game 3. Jade Kawamoto lines up the line on the backhand shot.
Oh, I thought right at contact that ball might sail long, but she dropped it in. Great job from Jade.
19-18.
Oh no, can't miss that one.
And I just love it because you see Jade behind them. They both kind of like squat down at the same time.
19,
like, oh man, that's just what we wanted.
Newman answers back.
20.
He needed to after that miss, and now match point for DC. Looking to punch their ticket through to tomorrow's final.
20-19.
Oh my, and a miss on the backhand dink of Jade Kawamoto. Tie game, 20 all.
Some serious pressure dinking from all 4 players as well, moving the ball around, not just putting it in play, every shot with a purpose.
Have to win by 2 and on your serve.
Point.
Oh, missed first volley from Jade. Not the most overwhelming drive either from Eric.
20.
Game point for Chicago. A missed jink to the backhand of Riley Newman. And the Slice are still in it. Saved a match point and several game points there to take this one at 22-20.
Both of their mixed matches today, 25% chance to win 2 W's for Lang and Schneemann.
Do Christian Elshon and Jackie Kawamoto have what it takes to dethrone the king of mixed doubles, that is Ben Johns, who's playing with Jesse Irvin? We'll find out for a thrilling 4th game. Ben Johns takes the center stage next in mixed doubles alongside Jesse Irvin, and he needs to win in order for the Chicago Slice to force a 5th Dreambreaker singles format, as we check in with Hannah Johns to see how Eric Lang and Lacey Schneemann pulled it out.
Well, guys, somehow, some way, you just took down DC's top team, giving your team a new lease on today's match and a chance to push this to a Dreambreaker. How good are you feeling right now?
Yeah, feeling pretty good right now. You know, I was a little bit surprised, as I imagine a lot of you were, that we went out first. But, you know, we were able to play loose because we were down, and they were able to put whatever mixed team they wanted against us anyway. So put me and Eric out, played loose. I have not had a whole lot of success against Riley before, but I think I played pretty well in that one and was able to kind of show him who was in charge in that one.
So did Ben just set you out there and say, go play? Like, well, what was this? You apparently didn't even know why you were playing first.
You know, I thrive when I'm not in a box and I play loose, right? So I was able to show it there. I met the boss next to me with Lacey, and she's playing the offensive role and keeping Riley honest. They're a very good team. It's just nice to get a mixed win. And I think now we got to rely on Ben to pull us through for some singles action.
All right, we're hoping, fingers crossed, for a Dreambreaker. Those are always so much fun to watch. Guys, I'll let you go back to your sideline to cheer. Mish?
Yeah, well, if you want anyone in charge of your destiny in pickleball, Ben Johns is the guy you want on your team. However, he's not playing with Annalie Waters, his usual suspect partner in mixed doubles. A lot of experience with Jesse Irvin as well. So, a thrilling mixed doubles matchup to come. Can Jackie Kawamoto and Christian Elshon be the heroes that DC needs? Do they have a chance in this one, Adam?
Oh, absolutely. I think maybe maybe at the start of the season, you would say A team, B team. I think this is 1A, 1B for the DC Pickleball team. Christian Alshon's, I believe his skill set even lends more to mixed doubles play than gender doubles. So he can really take a lot of court, be offensive, and use some of his movement and his shot-making ability, especially on the forehand side, to his advantage.
Why would his game suit that mixed doubles better?
Well, it's just a more structured, nuanced gender doubles, and the guy kind of gets to go a little crazy in mixed. So he's covering more court. He's kind of free to do his thing, where you kind of need to play your role in certain situations more so in gender.
Well, 57% chance for Ben Johns and Jesse Irvin. Not good news for DC. Neither team wants to go to a dream breaker. They weren't built on their singles performances outside of course, Christian Alshon and Ben Johns. As we await first serve here from San Clemente outside the Lifetime Athletic Country Club. Beautiful venue for Major League Pickleball and the Season 2 Championships. Here's Jackie Kawamoto.
Side out.
Nice shot by Jessie, well disguised. See how frequently she goes to that, as I expect Christian Alshon to be aggressive in the middle.
Point.
Big counter from Jessie. So 2 points, 2 very nice shots from her. Well, I was just going to say, Michelle, that we got some nice insights in the interview about exactly why they put
That's what I was gonna say.
about those teams out, and that's exactly right. Ben wins that first mix, a lot of pressure in the fourth. Both of them were able to play free and get that W. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that was from Jessie after 2 incredible shots. Yeah, that one was a little bit of a head scratcher.
I was going to say credit to your insight. You said exactly what the players echoed.
Side out.
Playing free.
Well, thank you, Michelle.
Must be a general manager or something.
I've been playing for a while.
3-1. Point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was wide. But either way, great ATP from Jessie.
She wanted the style points.
4-1.
Oh, wow, clips the tape. Jessie couldn't quite get there. Sometimes when the ball clips the tape, when the player hits it with top spin, it kind of takes off when it hits the tape or the ground. I think that's what we saw there.
2-4. Side out. Point. 5.
And missed fifth from Jackie. And a slow start for the DC Pickleball team. Didn't clip the tape that time, and Jessie Irvin knows what to do. When that ball is in her strike zone for an ATP, nobody hits it better.
6-2.
Ben Johns goes inside out on the deflection.
Yeah, it's a great read from him. He has to hold if that ball is about 6 inches higher. As soon as he sees Christian Alshon's paddle drop below the net tape,
7-2.
he makes his move, knowing he's going to try to keep Jessie Irvin back at the baseline.
Side out.
Prompt response from Christian Alshon. It's been a little quiet so far in this one.
3-7.
Nice aggression from Ben Johns.
8-3.
Wow, and some real frustration there from Christian Alshon, slamming his paddle to the ground, calling a timeout, and walking to the sideline with his hands on his hips. Chicago Slice just doing their thing, up 9-3 in this last mixed doubles matchup.
What a wild match so far. Chicago Slice on top by 6. Looking to force a dream breaker. Ben Johns pulls the trigger, and that is such a good ball and so hard to master.
Yeah, the low roll. And I mean, this ball, it didn't hit the baseline. It was 3 feet in. He confuses his opponent in front of him and drops it in 3 feet. Just too good.
Tweener. Ben Johns gets the tweener, and then the tweener king gets jealous, I think.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. he heard you.
4-10.
Hey, that's my shot. Uh-oh.
Side out. Point.
A frustrated
11.
Christian Alshon continues on the side of DC. Not a good sight, because guess what? He's their ace when it comes to singles. And so, if we do indeed go to Dream Breaker, which at this point it's looking like we might, got to get this guy back on track. We're going to step aside for just a moment. Chicago with an 11-4 lead. good news if you're a Chicago Slice fan, because Ben Johns is in action and on top in this mixed doubles match.
Oh, heck of a point, though. A couple nice exchanges and some great defense and counterattacks from all four players.
Ben Johns playing singles, slides all the way across to the right, buries it down the line. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's a great read and shot initially from Christian Alshon. It just takes so much to win a point from this Slice team.
Side out.
So now Ben Johns looks like a genius strategist despite the miss there. Put the B team out, so to speak, out first. Let them play free, see what they can do, and they pulled it out. Christian Alshon getting involved in the middle. So this goes to a dream breaker. Love to know your odds.
I'm going to go 53-47 DC.
13.
That's my percentages right there.
I like that.
13-7.
Makes it look easy. Pull him to the left, then beat him to the right.
14-7. Point.
Yeah, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but 15-7 looking pretty strong for the Slice. And there's only 3 of the 8 competitors. Only 3 of them are full-time singles players.
And that could be just the edge that Chicago needs to sneak into the final.
Oh, right. I think in terms of singles play, this is probably 2 of the bottom 3 or 4 teams from the Premier Division. Obviously, great pickleball players, but, you know, you have to be well-rounded in this format.
Point.
DC hoping to spark a run.
Side out. Point. 16.
He finally overextends and goes for an ambitious attack slash Ernie, and it just trickles over.
Side out. Point. 10.
Oh, that time well wide for Ben Johns.
Yeah, going for the sharp angle. And, you know, interesting vibe to this match, but still well within reach for DC.
Side out. Point.
Nice job finding the middle there for Ben Johns as Jackie Kawamoto was stepping to her right to cover the angle, which she needed to do.
17-11. Side out. Point. 12.
Nice find for Jackie Kawamoto. Looking for something. Still trailing by 5. Real estate running out. Rally scoring in their favor, though. Couple of lobs from Jackie, looking to mix up the pattern.
Yeah, nice two-handed backhand overhead from Jessie Irvin.
18-12.
Who I think almost hit Ben, her partner, in the middle of that point in the back.
Shot from Christian Elshon. Gets Ben Johns on the ropes.
Yeah, nice inside out from Christian. Finding the angle over the power.
13-18.
DC finding some life. Down by 4. Oh, Jessie misses it wide. Did she hit an out ball there? That was maybe the question.
Heck of a point, though. Really good stuff from everyone, and I believe we have gotten to a 4-point gap a couple times. First time it's been shrunk to 3.
Side out, point 19.
Can't miss that one when you're trying to make a run for it. And Chicago now stands 2 points away from forcing a 5th tie-breaking game.
Point.
And a missed return. And a couple more showing of emotion from Alshon. Game point. We will play on for the moment. Ball back over to Jackie Kawamoto, and obviously, opponents at 20, it's go time for DC.
One error, and a 3-point game continues. Can they close the gap to 2 now?
Nice lateral movement on the kitchen line from Alshon, finding the backside of Ben and then finishing on the next shot.
Side out.
Yeah, a bit of confusion in the middle. Jackie ends up taking it with the backhand. Would like to see Christian's forehand there.
Ooh, DC survives it, holds off another game point. 18-20. Rally scoring continues for DC. Just have to win on your serve for Chicago. Perfect lob for Jackie Kawamoto. Drops it in the baseline at crunch time.
And I mentioned it in the gender doubles match. She doesn't just lob, she lobs with topspin. If she didn't have topspin on that ball, it would have sailed long. Great job from her.
Side out.
Oh man, Chicago takes this one 21-19 to a dream breaker we go. This is anyone's match now, and the Major League Pickleball San Clemente playoffs have just gotten that much more dramatic. We talked about this. Neither team necessarily built well for a dream breaker other than Ben Johns and Christian Elshon. How will this shake out? This dream breaker brought to you by Toyota Prius. This is the MLP Season 2 playoffs, and we will be right back with a thrilling dream breaker and the batting order after this. Back on championship court here at the MLP Season 2 playoffs. Coming your way next is the Dream Breaker powered by Toyota Prius. Between the DC Pickleball team and the Chicago Slice, both teams looking to advance to tomorrow's final. Taking place in the afternoon. If you're new here, welcome. This is the Dream Breaker format, the 5th tie-breaking game, which is a singles format. Each team gets to choose their batting order. They will switch each player every 4 points. It is still rally scoring to 21, win by 2, and on your serve. And this is interesting for many reasons because the DC Pickleball team had to show their hand first in singles because they got their choice when it came to the mixed doubles matchup. So they put Riley Newman out first instead of Christian Elshon, to which Chicago put up Eric Lang. Then DC laid out Christian Elshon, to which Ben Johns was the choice of Chicago. No surprises there. Then it was Jackie, then Jade, Lacey, then Jessie for Chicago. So that is interesting. What do you think about this strategy?
It's all the matchups that I was expecting,
just
except
different order, right?
The one man and the two man are flipped. So with them putting out Riley Newman first, DC wanted Riley to play Ben. Apparently the Chicago Slice did not want that, and they threw out Eric Lang. So DC wanted Riley for Ben, and the Chicago Slice decided that they wanted the Eric Lang-Riley Newman matchup more. So here we are. Same matchups, just a different order, in my opinion.
All right, players, game 5. Time in, 0-0.
Riley Newman gets the opening point.
And I like the return from Eric Lang to the forehand. The couple times I've played Riley Newman in singles, I would actually look to target the forehand over the backhand, as his ground stroke with the two-hander is better.
Eric Lang can cover a lot of court with that size. 42 years old, by the way.
Yeah, and great scramble on that point. He had to hit a lot of balls from the full stretch. I thought he was in trouble, but he dug out of it. Oh, he had a really good look. I think he threw in a little mini shoulder fake, making Riley think he was going to go up the line. He pulled it cross court, but just caught the tape.
Riley's up 2-1 in this series so far. One more point to be played between these two. He missed it.
Yeah, that's his shot. Backhand up the line. Not only on the doubles court, but the singles as well.
So out comes Christian Alshon and Ben Johns, a rematch of Sunday's men's singles championship. Ben Johns misses the third, and Christian Alshon will take that break.
Yeah, absolutely. He was in big trouble. Probably would have got a paddle on it, but
3-2.
Wouldn't have been a quality shot.
Perfect angle from Ben on the counter.
Yeah, he's really good at that first volley with the one-handed backhand slice. Does a great job of getting it down low at the feet of his opponents.
Tweener. Ben Johns knew exactly where that inside-out angle was going.
Yes, he did, and Tweener King taking a look at that sideline, thinking maybe Ben's shot was out, but I don't believe it was.
Easy put away for Alshon. That's huge to go 2-2 with Ben Johns.
Yeah, that was. Oh, I think maybe what happened is it was actually a double bounce. So that's why Ben kind of stopped play, but not positive.
Jackie Kawamoto comes out for 4 points against Lacey Schneeman. Clutch performance from Jackie, who does not play a lot of singles. Lacey has made it to a final recently in Daytona Beach.
Yeah, she's, besides for the two we just saw, that's the third member of these two teams that is a consistent singles player.
Going for the angles, and you have to in singles, right?
Yeah, definitely. She's looking for that back corner of the court, and that's actually probably the best skill of the Kawamotos on the singles court is the ability to create angles.
Side out, point 6. Six, 5.
DC, team in the black, up by 1. Oh, what a point from Lacey Schneeman in the Chicago Slice. 2-2. Who is going to get the advantage here? Jesse Irvin comes out for the Chicago Slice in the white t-shirt. Jade Kawamoto over there in the black. Nice shot from Jesse Irvin.
Yeah, great ground strokes. And she's been mixing in jumping in singles play, knowing the MLP format and making sure she's at least somewhat sharp with her singles game.
Good fight from Jade Kawamoto, and DC evens it back out.
Nice,
7 points.
Yeah, nice short volley. I like that a lot. Irvin's ground strokes, very good. Her movement is lacking a bit, especially coming forward.
Jade knows that, so she puts in a short angle.
Yeah, when it comes to just striping a ground stroke, though, Jesse Irvin, plenty of game.
And a shot from Jesse. It's all even. 2 points apiece in each rotation. This went to a dream breaker back in Atlanta, Adam, and Chicago won it 21-10. Much closer in this series. Riley and Eric come back out for 4 points. Careful volley from Riley Newman, but perfectly placed.
Yeah, using that wingspan, not trying to do too much, not trying to paint any lines, just taking control of the kitchen.
Wide and a missed return for Eric Lang. A 2-0 lead now for Riley Newman in this sequence.
10-8. Side out. Point.
That's 2 backhands now. We saw the previous point, Lang missing a return, trying to force it to the forehand. That time right to the Newman backhand, but he couldn't come up with it.
What a shot from Eric Lang. Pulls it out of his back pocket.
Yeah, it's a nice job to go up the line, too. Because when you go cross-court, you leave a lot of open court.
10-10.
Every rotation 2-2 so far. Ben Johns back out with Christian Elshon.
Point 11. Change ends.
Ben will get the advantage heading into the end change. He'll take the point and a little break to gather himself. So will Christian Elshon. We'll take one, too. Pressure on Christian Elshon right now, trailing 1 point in the 4-point sequence against Ben Johns. All the other series have been split 2-2 so far. Not one player has been able to pull away, and if there's anyone that can do it, it's probably Ben Johns for the Chicago Slice. We'll see.
Time in. 11-10.
Ooh.
Point 11.
Thought he had it.
Yeah, just enough on that first volley from Elshon to get the ball down.
11-11.
Oh, he missed it.
What the hell was that? Unbelievable Christian Elshon. Like, I just can't even fathom that he was able to get to that ball.
12-11.
Oh my, Ben Johns one-ups Elshon on a point that he felt he was the clear front runner in. Unbelievable.
Man, those two fellas playing at an extremely high level. And I have never seen something like this with this many splits in a row, Michelle.
Yeah, make it 6 in a row.
Oh, Jackie had a great look. 3 balls over to the backhand side. Fine with the decision on that last one. Just couldn't come up with it.
Ooh, Jackie went right back to Lacey Schneeman on that return.
Yeah, she had a contact point definitely off there. Got in too tight to her hip.
Oh, clean winner for Jackie Kawamoto.
Yeah, great shot. Poor return from Schneeman, so I don't blame her for having to guess. Unfortunately, she just guessed wrong.
Lacey Schneemann splits it, 2 points apiece. Make that 7 straight rotations where not one player can get a 3-1 edge on the other. To me, it either comes down to this rotation or Jackie and Lacey, but we'll see. Jessie will take the first point.
Yeah, got to make that first volley. Jade got what she wanted, and on the forehand side.
15-14.
Jessie Irvin laying it all on the line. Unfortunately, that one is long, and I imagine that tennis background helping her pull through in these extended rallies. Good eye for Jade Kawamoto. She takes the 2-1 edge.
Yeah, and you can see her really picking her spots when to come in, almost even jab stepping on an occasional shot, and then choosing to stay back and come in on the right ball.
Jade Kawamoto finally pulls away the 8th rotation it took to do it. Now a 17-15 lead could be the difference for DC.
17-15.
Riley Newman with a cross-court passing shot.
Yeah, big shot from Riley Newman. He can obviously go to all the spots with the backhand, but he really loves that down the line. So to whip it across his body was a great decision from him.
And Eric Lang matches that.
16.
Gets the point, evens out the series, and 2 more points to be played between these two.
16-18.
Ooh, an unexpected angle from Riley Newman. He gets it.
19.
Yeah, not a terrible lob either from Eric Lang on the two-hander with topspin, but great job from Riley finding the angle.
Could push his team to a game match point here. He will. Match point to DC. Christian Elshon has 4 opportunities to close it out against Ben Johns. The problem is, it's Ben Johns. We'll see. He can close it out in his serve here. Oh, Ben Johns. How did he get away with this one?
I mean, how does he weather all those shots? Christian's movement forward is absolutely ridiculous.
17-20.
Man, that return looked out.
Oh, man, and that serve was amazing. So for Alshon to catch the baseline with that return, so good.
20-17.
Another match point for DC. Too much, and a missed contact into the net.
Yeah, it's a really powerful return from Ben Johns. That ball getting a little deeper into his body than Christian Alshon was hoping for.
A nice deep return, pocketed by Ben Johns. Didn't matter. It's as close as it gets. 2019, Chicago serving. Lacey Schneemann looking to tie it here. The singles
19-20.
player. Out of all the ladies. Into the net goes Jackie. It is all tied up. 20 apiece.
Yeah, missed angle from Jackie, and Schneemann really looking to come forward
20-20.
as much as possible.
Missed return from Jackie. Match point now swinging over to Chicago.
2 minutes ago, it was 16-20. Unreal turn of events.
Jackie misses it into the net. Lacey Schneeman carries her team through the Dream Breaker, and a 22-20 finish will send the Chicago Slice to the championships tomorrow against Orlando.
I think I'm a little flabbergasted right now, Michelle.
So is DC.
Yeah, I think you can kind of see it on some of the shots that we've seen in the players' faces, just kind of like what happened that last couple minutes. Either way, phenomenal match.
Well, that's the reason they call it a Dream Breaker. It is soul-crushing when it does not end in your favor, and credit to the Chicago Slice. Nobody gave them a chance in this matchup against the defending champs of MLP Dallas. So the Slice will square off against the Orlando Squeeze in the Premier Final tomorrow over on ESPN.